Welcome to the ET197 PLC Greenhouse Project D, where we're going to use real analog inputs and we're going to demonstrate bounding. Here I am back at our Do More Designer, and I have opened up our Project C results and I have called them Greenhouse D-1, and I'm going to modify this in order to convert our analog values and use bounding. Bounding is a way that we could have a level for turn on and a different one for turn off, and that's the way most devices work. We need to make sure that that the devices aren't going to slam. So if you have a single temperature that turns on and off, once it starts up, it's going to shut off very quickly and slam the thing, and then kind of oscillate between the two on and off, and that's not what we want. We want to have a reasonable distance between the on and the off levels. So here I have it open, and first thing let's do is let's go ahead and check and make sure. Let's go ahead and put it in program, and let's check and make sure that we have the right serial. Yes, we do. So we can talk to our OIT, and let's go ahead and go to edit mode, and that is good. So the first thing we're going to do is go down and we're going to take care of the heater. So let's go and let's add a new rung. So we're going to insert rung after the cursor. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to save us a little work. Okay, so we're not going to need a system coil here on this one, so let's cancel him out, and let's make our heater on a set, and let's make our heater off a reset. Good. And this one we're going to make a greater than, and let's just make it a greater. That'll work. And we're going to make that 60. Okay, so we want it to turn off when it goes above 60. So we're going to, on the way down, turn it on at 50. On the way up, we're going to turn it off at 60. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to add a normally closed CO, and that is going to reset it. It's going to reset it when we do a control. So if we turn off this, I want it to reset. Otherwise the heater will be on when we do a stop, and that's not what we want. Okay, so that looks good for heat. So let's go ahead and accept it, write it, and save it. Let's go ahead and try it and test it before we get too far. Okay, let's demonstrate our heater control before we get too far along. So first thing I'm going to do is set our system and start moving the temperature down, and that's going to be right here. And once it gets below 50, we should do a heater set. And that works. So let's go ahead and go the other direction and go up to past 60 and see if it resets. And it works. So let's go ahead and reset the 50 and see if we can reset it with a system off. Yep, and our control relay, when it turns off, it resets it. So this is working perfectly. Now that we got our additional rung, let's go ahead and modify fan 1. And we're going to set it on, and we're going to reset it to turn off. We're going to get rid of our system, and we're going to change this direction to less than or equal to, there he is. And according to this, our fan 1 is going to turn off at 65. Good, and let's go ahead and put a normally closed CO in there. And control right, control up. There we go. And that looks good. So let's go down one more and let's take care of fan 2. So we're going to make him a set. And off a reset. Let's get rid of our control relay. And we're going to make this one less than or equal to. And it's going to be 75. And let's go ahead and put our control relay normally closed, control right, and then control up. And that looks good. So let's accept, save, and write to our PLC. Okay, now that we're done with our fans, let's modify our pump. So again, we're going to insert a rung. After the cursor, let's copy and paste. Good. And since we're already here, let's get rid of our control relay. And let's make the start a set. And stop a reset. Whoops. Missed. So we want to set on top. And when we do a stop, we want to reset. Good. And our off temperature would be 85. So we're going to go the other direction. And 85. And let's get rid of our CO. And add a normally closed CO. Reset it. Good. And let's accept, right, and save. Okay, we're back, and I repaired that C0 that I erased on the hot alarm. So what we're going to do is we want to change our formula in here, and this one matches our real one that we use out on the greenhouse. Okay, so we're going to use WX0 divided by 21.7. And we're going to put parentheses around that so it doesn't get confused. And we're going to subtract 22. And the reason for this is that our real one is a 4 to 20 milliamp unit. So we have to, it's not going to go to 0 like our potentiometer, so we have to modify it a little bit. And that looks good. So let's go ahead and accept, write, save, turn our status on. Let's make sure it's in run. Go back to configure and make sure that we have our baud rate proper. Yes, it's looking good. So let's test it here in a second. We have our greenhouse controller screen, and we're at 66. So let's go up to 70 and turn our control on, our fans on, and it should turn off at 65. Yes, it does. So let's go up 70, fan 1, let's go up to 80, Fan 2 should be on. If we go down to 75, our fan should be off. Good. And let's keep going. If we go to 90, we're going to have our pump on, and it should turn off at 85, and it does. Let's go to 100. And we have our hot alarm. Let's get below 100. Let's reset that, and we're going to go down, and 50 should turn on our heater, and it does. So, and I think it is 60 that it should reset. Yes, good. And let's go all the way down to 30. Set our freeze alarm. Perfect. Working good.